Guys, welcome to Canada by Alma. Today we're going to be learning how to make this exceptional bubu gown. Alright, so first thing first, I folded my fabric into four. Alright, then I'm going to take the full length of the gown, which is 60, additional 2 inches for seam allowance, that's hemming allowance rather. Alright, so I'm taking my back neckline now. 1 inch, you can take 1.5. 1 inch by 3 inches, then the front neckline is 8 inches by 3 inches. Alright, so I'm going ahead to mark. What I'll be doing next, I'm going to be using my French curve. I'm just marking it to be very sure. I'll be using my French curve to be curving the neckline like so. You'll see it soon. I'm just repeating the process of the neckline. 3 inches by 1 and 3 inches by 8. So this is my French curve. I'm curving the back neckline like so. And since the front neckline is a V shape, I'll be using my ruler. My steel ruler, I'll draw it like so. As you can see. So that's the front and back neckline. So the next thing I'm going to be doing to get my sleeve length, I'll be measuring from the mid of my back to my sleeve, depending on what you want, depending on how long you want it. Alright, so I'll be taking 22 inches. I'll go ahead and mark it. Like I said, depending on how you want it, although I'm going to be putting elastic on my sleeve. Alright, so that's it. What I'm going to be doing next, I'm going to be coming down by 13 inches. 12 is fine, 14 is fine as well. So I'll be coming down, as you can see. Depending on what you want, you can even come down as far as 18 inches. Depending on what you want. Alright. So now to give you that sleeve effect, I'll be coming in by 5 inches. Alright, so we'll still come in by 4 inches. Alright. So I would measure it. On the second method, my hip measurement is 48. 48 divided by 4 is 12. 12 plus extra 4 inches, that is 16. Alright. You can add 1 inch again to make it 17. So I'll go ahead and mark 17 inches down. Alright, you could, like I said, there are two methods. From where you have your shoulder markings, you could go in by 5 inches. It will still give you 17. 22 minus 5 is 17. Or better still, you do your hip measurement minus and divided by 4 plus 4 or 5 inches. It will still give you same thing. So I'll mark it down. As you can see, the sleeve effect is already coming out. Alright. The way I marked my 17 inches, I'll draw it down. Like so, as you can see, I'll be drawing it down now. Where I marked my 17 inches down. That's going to serve for the body. The body of the gown. Alright. Just to be sure. If you find this helpful, kindly like, share, and subscribe. So now I'm joining it. Be sure to do it at your pace. At this sharp edge, I'm going to be using my French curve to do it. You'll see it soon. Alright, so I just want to join the 17 inches down to where you have the full length of the gown. Alright, so I'm done. Then, what are we doing next? Before I cut, I'm using pins to secure so that it doesn't move. Then I'm cutting the back neckline first. Remember, you cannot cut the front neckline because the fabric is on fold. Anything that makes you cut the front neckline, it will affect the back. So I'm cutting from where I have that 17 inches now to the full length. I'm cutting it. All right, like I said, I do not want a sharp edge. So I'm going to be using my French cuff soon. You're going to be seeing it. Just watch. You can do this before cutting. All right, I forgot to do it, so I'm doing it now. All right, then you cut. You see the sleeve effect part. I'll go ahead and keep cutting. I'm just making the lines visible. So I'm cutting again. And then I'm going to be opening it up now in order for me to achieve my front neckline. As you can see, I'm removing the pins. You know, I pinned it initially. So as you can see, I'm opening it. Then I would marry the armholes together so that it doesn't move in order for me to get a perfect front neckline. You have to mesh their armholes together, secure the sleeves together as well, so that you're going to get a perfect front neckline when you eventually cut. As you can see, all right. So after that, I'm going to be cutting. All right. So voila, this is the front neckline, and after that, I'm going to be doing a facing. I noticed this one was so narrow, so I changed it. I'm going to be doing a facing. All right. I'm going to be doing a facing, so as you can see, I had to secure it first with pins. You fold your fabric into two. All right, so I'm cutting now. This is what I'm going to use to turn the neckline of the gown. So this is it. You can as well shape the bottom part instead of leaving it that way. You can take 3 inches round and shape it. All right, that's what I'm trying to do now. So I'm kind of shaping it. You can as well still cut the edges instead of leaving it sharp. Depends on your preference. All right, so now let's go into the designing process. So this is my golden bias, and I don't know what they call this other dangling thing. All right, so I'm going to be using my UHU gum, and I'm going to be forming the design on it. As you can see, you have to spread it out to do it properly. So this is the sewing process. You might be asking me, how did I go about it? So how do I go about the design? So I'm trying to show you here now. All right, so this is it. The golden bars, I am bending. As you can see, I have bent that place, and where I bent, that's how I'm going to be attaching this dangling stuff using a UHU gum. As you can see, it's very easy. It's not much of a task. All right, so this is exactly how I achieved that design. All right, using my UHU gum. So let's get started with the sewing process. I'm trying to make sure you understand it. All right, so this is the sewing process now. I'm done, using my gum to attach it. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be using the facing to turn the neckline. As you can see, be sure to do it gently and neatly. I'll use pins to secure it, all right, so that it doesn't move. After that, I'll turn it inside. All right, so I'm going to sew right now. I'm done sewing. What I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be notching where you have the V in order for it to come out nice and neat. So I've notched. You can actually notch the other side of the neckline too. I'll show you. Just watch closely and carefully. And be sure to do it nicely so it doesn't, go over your stitches. Just little. You can as well still trim the facing for the neckline. All right, if it's too big, you can trim it like as you're seeing me doing now. and trim it like so. Then after that, I'll take it in, then I'll give it a good press. Be sure to give it a good press to get a neat result. Alright. You could use hemming gum to actually put around the neckline and iron it so that it's going to stay properly. Alright, so I'm done with that. As you can see, what I'm going to be doing now, I don't like the sharp edges. What I'm going to be, I'm just going to be folding the where I have the shoulders in order to cover that place I gummed. I don't want to leave it like that, so I'll just take little. All right, I'll just sew little in order for the stuff to be defined. Let it be fine. Let it be inside. All right, you know it's gum. I don't want it to start fraying or start coming out. When I'm done, I'm going to show you. Look at how neat and beautiful it looks now. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So I'm going to be stitching everything down now. As you can see, no need of you using your body measurement. It's a boo gown. Alright, so I'll be stitching everything down. As you can see, I'll be using 1 inch to stitch everything down. Do it at your pace. Alright, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you've watched so far, thank you so much. Kindly like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to be leaving 8 inch. Alright, because I want a slit at both sides of the bubble gown. It's optional. It depends on what you want. Depends on your preference. So look at the slits. I will be hemming it as well. Then when I'm done, I'll give it a good press. Then I would hem the sleeve, and after that I'll be attaching my elastic. Alright, so if the sleeve, I'll be hemming with 2 inches, and again, if my round sleeve is 12 inches, I'll be cutting 11 inches for the elastic, or even 10.5. I don't want it so tight. Alright, so I'll be hemming the sleeve. When I'm done with the sleeve, I'll do it for the second sleeve as well. I left a channel, an opening for the elastic to go through, and I'll be needing 2 pins. Like I said, this is a round arm measurement. Alright, so I'll be subtracting 1 inch. I'll be cutting 2. Alright, I'll be duplicating it because we have 2 sleeves. Then I'll secure the edges with safety pins in order for me to take the elastic through the channels. As you can see, so I'm going through the channels now. Be sure to do it at your pace. I think I've done this in my channel earlier, how to attach elastic on sleeve. Maybe I'll be linking it, but I think this is actually clear enough. It's actually clear enough for you to understand. So I'll be serging the edges. I'll be sewing it down so that it doesn't move. It doesn't come out. The elastic doesn't come out or slack. Alright. Afterwards, I will be where I left the opening, the channel for the elastic to go through. I'll seal it. I'll stitch it down. And now this is the length of the gown. I'm hemming the down part of the gown. You all know how to hem. It's not much of a task. I'm hemming it. Alright. I'm hemming the slit as well by the sides of the gown. I went in by 1.5 inch. Alright. I'll go ahead and hem the other side. I'm not supposed to be showing you in details like this because I know you all know how to hem. Alright. I'm just doing it gradually, step by step, so that you can understand what I'm doing. Alright. So I'm done hemming. Be sure to give your gown a good